Indiana Dunes Tourism, located between Chicago and South Bend in northwest Indiana, is a proud supporter of Irish Illustrated. Extend your Notre Dame visit with a trip to the nation's newest national park. Visit indianadunes.com.
56 and 50, 38 and 49, 41 and 44. That's 6 of Brian Kelly's 7 point totals when he beats Navy. The only close one, a 24-17 win here 2 years ago, and in the losses, even less. And Tim, if they score 24 points today, there's going to be a little bit of a problem against the midshipmen.
I don't think 24 is enough today. And really, as we've examined this game leading up to it, I've come to think that it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. And I've been working off the number of 35 is definitely a win for Notre Dame. 28 probably is, and then you run into a little bit of trouble there. But I think it's going to be interesting because we talk about possessions, and obviously Notre Dame has to maximize them. And we know what Navy does in terms of possession time. Maybe Notre Dame can string together a few 12-play, 13-play, 75-yard drives to keep the football out of the hands of Malcolm Perry.
Well, that's key because with two fullbacks working the way Navy has right now in tandem and Malcolm Perry, the ability to sustain drives is there, but the ability to strike after converting on third and fourth down, they're 15 of 18 on fourth down. And they tend to strike on first and second down when they have you at an advantage. If it's 2nd and 5 or 1st and 10, they are not afraid to take a shot downfield. And I think Notre Dame's secondary, that's a 3-person secondary really because you got to play 8 guys up.
Right.
They are on the spot today against Navy's offense.
They definitely are, and that's where I think Kyle Hamilton comes into play. I think, the Notre Dame will not, going back to the other side of the football, Notre Dame will not abandon the run today. Right. Can they pass against Navy? I think Navy's got a pretty good secondary, but I think that Chip Long's going to want to run the football as well and maintain the football. As far as what you're saying defensively, if Notre Dame wins the battle in the trenches, then Malcolm Perry is disarmed. It's when he can move around in open space that he's so dangerous. So Notre Dame has to win that battle. They have to win the pad level battle, which is very difficult to do. And then on that second level where we will probably see Alohi Gilman creeping in, Notre Dame's linebackers have to be sharp. Jeremiah Usu-Koromoa has not played against this, and he's had a very good year, but I think he's a big concern as far as the matchup and recognizing just how to deal with this triple option.
Yeah, most of Notre Dame's defense has played against Navy at least once, if not 2 or 3 times. They have almost 800 aggregate snaps among them. Another guy to watch, Ade Ogundeji, only had 4 last year, but I think Owusu-Koromoa's eyes will be challenged more than Ogundeji. Ogundeji just kind of has to stay on his feet. I think a key will be Navy's going to have something different for Notre Dame. Clark Lee has seen Navy. This will be his 3rd time. He has the ability to adjust. Who wins the adjustment battle coming into the second half? I just don't see either team pulling away in this one. Even a 14-point lead is just that both offenses are going to be confident enough to go down and score. There is a bit of a mind game here, but I think the number one thing, and you touched on, Brian Kelly said last year, they fight for every blade of grass. Can Notre Dame do that the entire game too?
And I think this is going to be a key, and Brian Kelly mentioned it Thursday night during his show and emphasized it. He thinks that they can gain an advantage in the special teams on kick returns. Navy has allowed 30 returns this year, which is 112th in the country. So they're not getting touchbacks. There are going to be opportunities for Lawrence Keys III today. Memphis had a 99-yarder for a touchdown. If there's a game where Notre Dame's going to break a kickoff, this is the one.
Offensively, you mentioned sticking with the run no matter what. There's the temptation, obviously, when you have Cole Kmet and Chase Claypool downfield and Chris Fink playing better, that, hey, you can beat Navy, but their secondary is competitive. You have to be able to win up front. What do you see today? Is it going to be a Tony Jones-Jafar Armstrong tandem, or do they go even a little deeper? I know you were advocating that Sebo Flemister brings a little something different to the running game as well.
Yeah, for us to try to predict when Sebo Flemister is going to play a role in the game, I think a lot of it is determined on the practice field. But I would expect it's an Armstrong-Jones show on the ground. Claypool. It's a good matchup. It doesn't matter who Notre Dame's playing. It's a good matchup to throw him the football. Maybe Chris Fink in his game last week, maybe he's healthier now, and they can unleash him as part of a 2 wide receiver pronged attack.
Touchdowns on more than half your possessions. That's what's key when Notre Dame beats Navy, and we will find out when we come back post-game for more instant analysis.